Hello, happy gardeners. Welcome to Southwest Victory Gardens, your resource for organic gardening in the desert Southwest. Today I'd like to talk with you a little bit about a common pest we have here in southern Arizona, as well as the rest of the United States. It is the squash vine borer. The squash vine borer is a larval form of a moth that lays its eggs at the base or stem of squash plants. Zucchini, pumpkins, acorn squash, all different kinds of squash can be affected by this pesky little critter. So what we want to do today is talk about some ways we can combat it, recognize the damage early so we can try to get ahead of it before it gets ahead of us. So I want to show you a couple things real quick, and that is the tools you will need. Now what I have here is basically an X-Acto knife or some kind of straight razor. The X-Acto knife brand, with the triangle blade is the best because you can really get into some tight spots with it. But this is what I had lying around, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I also have a piece of baling wire that I've turned into a hook on one end, and basically, you should have something like that lying around. You could use a coat hanger or any kind of extra wire you may have. So let me go ahead and try and show you here what some damage of the squash vine borer looks like. And I happened to notice just a second ago, trying not to step on the rest of my plants while I do this. Now if we zoom in real close here, we can see here that there's some it's a frass or insect poop. It's kind of an orangey brownish kind of material that exudes out of the stem of the plant. You can see here we're at the stem of the base of the plant. So what you want to do is get your X-Acto knife, and you're going to want to cut right into that little area where the frass is coming out of. And you don't want to cut too deep into the plant, but don't feel shy about getting in a little bit. The plant's going to be able to heal itself once we get that critter out of there, so don't feel bad. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to do. Take our little knife here, and we may have to get some other things out of the way. And I'm just going to cut right in there, cut all around it. Can you see that? Okay. Now you can kind of see already there's now a hole. So what we're going to have to do now is get our trusty tool that I told you about, and I could see him squirming around in there. So let's see if I can fetch him out to show you. Nope. I think I squished him. That's okay. That's okay. That's kind of what we wanted to do anyway. I was hoping to get him out so I could show you, but we're just going to have to there. Okay, there he is. It's right there. I'm sorry, I accidentally cut. Let's go ahead and grab that little guy so you can see him. Okay, so you can see there he's got that little black head. He just looks like a basic grub, but he's got a big black head on him. That's what he is, and what you just want to do is, that's what you got to do. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video on how to get rid of the squash vine borer. Like I said, this plant's going to be able to heal itself, so you don't want to cut into it too much, but go ahead and just dig around in there with your little your baling wire, and you just fish that sucker out of there. If you catch them alive, you can feed them to the chickens or something like that. If you can't seem to get them, just make sure you twirl around your little baling wire, make sure you kill them, and squish them all in there. You can cover the stem back up with some compost or soil, and it'll help the plant to heal itself. So there you go. Thank you very much. This is Brandon at Southwest Victory Gardens, your resource for organic gardening in the desert Southwest.